In its long history, the cruise industry has had its fair share of notable ships, including the soon-to-be-released Icon of the Seas. While the Icon is going to try to become the standard, it has taken inspiration from many ships that have come before, and not all of them are from Royal Caribbean. Here are some that have helped shape Icon of the Seas into the ship that she is today. First up is the Celia Serenade. Sailing in 1990, this was the first ship to include a promenade. Royal Caribbean took this idea and incorporated it into its new Voyager-class ships, with the debut of Voyager of the Seas in 1999, and later in its Freedom and Oasis-class ships. Serenade is not a full-on cruise ship, but instead a cruise ferry. The onboard promenade is lined with shops and places to sit, just like Icon is set to have. Officially called the Royal Promenade, it is a staple in modern Royal Caribbean ships. Voyager also was the first ship to have an onboard ice skating rink, which Icon will also adapt in the form of their Absolute Zero Ice Arena. Not only are guests able to skate at certain times, but there is an ice show as well. Next we have Canadian Pacific's Empress of Canada, better known as the original Mardi Gras from Carnival. The ship first entered service in 1961 under the name of Empress of Canada for the Canadian Pacific Line, who gave the vessel to Carnival in 1972, where it was renamed Mardi Gras. This was Carnival's first ship, and their approach to cruising was to make it less formal so that it wasn't exclusively for the wealthy. Over 50 years later, this business model has worked. After this first fun ship in the industry, as Carnival would call it, other cruise lines have evolved from high-class transportation to a sailing resort with plenty of entertainment just on board. Icon is no different and has more fun stuff to do than any ship ever made. Royal Caribbean's affiliate, Celebrity Cruises, released the Celebrity Edge in 2018. Edge features infinite veranda rooms that have a retracting window, which makes it look like there's more of a balcony. Icon has adopted this feature and will have their version of infinite balcony rooms as well. The second Carnival ship on this list is the Carnival Fantasy, due to it having the first significant water slide on a cruise ship. The water park on board Icon is the most extensive at sea, to the point where it doesn't even need to sail anywhere to be a getaway. While primitive, the Carnival Fantasy's water slide started the incorporation of full-on water parks on board ships. In recent years, Carnival and Royal Caribbean have continued to develop this idea, where Carnival has been successful on ships such as the Horizon with their Dr. Seuss-themed water park. The park on board Icon of the Seas seems to draw a lot of inspiration from the Royal Caribbean private island Perfect Day at Coco Cay. Finally, we have Oasis of the Seas from Royal Caribbean, which was the first to feature Central Park, the outdoor area in the middle of the ship. Dubbed as the original game changer, Oasis is the most recent ship to be released with as much hype as Icon. In 2009, Oasis surpassed pretty much every mark in the cruise ship industry significantly. It was over 70,000 gross tons larger than any other cruise ship at the time, surpassing the Freedom class for the title. Oasis was 45% larger than the Freedom class ships, which is absolutely huge. Icon is very, very big, but not too much larger than the most recent Oasis class ship, Wonder of the Seas. One of the ways Oasis left its mark in the industry was with its midship garden called Central Park. Icon has adapted this element and features a Central Park of its own, with hundreds of plants and a handful of restaurants. In addition, the Surfside neighborhood on Icon of the Seas looks a lot like the Oasis-class ship's boardwalk area, but goes for more of a tropical vibe over a theme park atmosphere as seen on Oasis. The boardwalk on Oasis has the first aquatheater at sea, serving as the basis for the one on board Icon, although it will be in its own new neighborhood, the Aquadome. On the topic of neighborhoods, Oasis was the first cruise ship with this concept, and features 7 of them. Wonder of the Seas, sister to Oasis, has 8, a number that Icon will match. Wonder was the first in the fleet to include a suite neighborhood, and the Icon will now share that. Icon of the Seas is a milestone, and will be remembered for years to come, even when she is eventually surpassed and dethroned from largest. Each cruise ship to come out has built upon what came before and added their own elements. Thank you guys for watching. This is Embarkation Day, and smooth sailing ahead.